के पुरुषार्थी, वैज्ञानिकता विनय सभ्यता स्वभाव हो निस्वार्थी, स्वभाव हो निस्वार्थी। देशभक्ति में तेजस्वी हो फिर समाज यह सारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे,
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
महावीर गोविंद शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे, परंपरा की पुण्य चेतना उर में हम सब धारे, उर में हम सब धारे। बाल हृदय में उसे जगाकर जगे देश यह सारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
समर्थ बनाओ,
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागो सारी दुर्बलता को राष्ट्र समर्थ बनाओ, बंधु भाव समता ममता से सबको गले लगाओ, सबको गले लगाओ। चलो विवेकानंद मार्ग पर शुभ संदेश हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा, भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, 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 गीता परिवार हमारा।
जब भगवत गीता पढ़ना मैंने आरंभ किया, शुरू में तो मुझे ये लग रहा था कि एक धार्मिक किताब है, हिंदू धर्म का होने के नाते ये सारा मुझे पता होना चाहिए। लेकिन जैसे जैसे मैं अंदर चलता गया, वैसे वैसे अंदरूनी बदलाव आता गया। कोई कहता है भगवान मिलेंगे गीता पढ़ने से, मुझे मिल चुके। कहाँ है भगवान? भगवत गीता स्वयं कहती है कि मैं तो बीज प्रदाता हूं। भगवान ने बीज प्रदान हम लोगों को किया, अंश रूप से वो हमारे अंदर स्थापित हो गए, और वो अंश रूप जो है वो हमारा आत्मा। क्या हम आत्मा से अंदर से संतुष्ट है? ये संतुष्टि का अभ्यास करना पड़ता है। देह तो मंदिर है भगवान का, देह भी सुंदर होना चाहिए, देह सुदृढ़ होना चाहिए, देह लचीला होना चाहिए, स्फूर्तिला होना चाहिए, क्योंकि मंदिर साफ नहीं रखेंगे तो भगवान अंदर बैठेंगे कैसे? और इसलिए नित्य योग तो करना ही चाहिए। और भगवत गीता योग भी सिखाती है, अष्टांग योग सिखाती है, कैसे बैठना है ये भी सिखाती है, कैसे सांस लेना ये भी सिखाती है। लेकिन यदि अंतिम कोई संदेश है भगवद गीता का तो वो ये है, तस्मात् सर्वेषु कालेषु माम अनुस्मरयत् च मयि अर्पित मनोबुद्धिर मामे वैश्यस्य संशयम। असंशय यदि मुझे प्राप्त होना है तो उसके लिए क्या करना होगा? मयि अर्पित मनोबुद्धिर, मन और बुद्धि अर्पण करके, तस्मात् सर्वेषु कालेषु नित्य युक्ता उपासते, ये जो बात है कि मैं सदा सर्वदा उसके चिंतन में लगा रहूं, मन और बुद्धि से लगा रहूं, और युद्ध के समय पर तो ज्यादा लगा रहूं।
ज्योति नित जले।
व्रजप्रियम् धर्मसंस्थापकं वीरम् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्।
Jai Sri Krishna. Jai Sri Krishna to everyone who have come here. A warm welcome to all the sadhakas who have joined Geeta Parivar for learning to recite Bhagavad Gita flawlessly. Week after week, the interpretation sessions on the shlokas you learn that we keeps enlightening you with the deeper meaning of Gita. Today's session is on the first part of 17th chapter named Shraddhatraya Vibhaga Yoga. This chapter deals in detail about the faith of people, which are of three kinds: Sattvic, Rajasic, and Tamasic. I and mine is the basic fundamental root problem which does not allow faith to take root in us. That means ahankara has to go for the faith to come in. Now, it's time for prayer. Before we start the session, prayer is considered to be an integral part of our culture, and it's an expression of our devotion. And today, Vidya Suraj Soniji from Mumbai is going to recite the Arambha Prarthana. She joined Geeta Parivar in October 2020. She is a trainer in L1 and L2. She's a Hindi graduate and a homemaker and loves to prepare food and feed everyone. She gets spiritual pleasure in imparting Gita. That's great, Didi. Let's invoke the blessings of Lord Krishna. Vidya Didi, please.
Vasudevasutam devam Kamsachanuramardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you, Didi, for that melodious prayer. Now it's time for Deepa Prajwalan. Deepa Jyoti Parabrahma. Deepa Sarva Tamopahaha. Deepena Sadhyate Sarvam. Sandhya Deepo Namostute. I prostrate to the dusk lamp, whose light is the knowledge principle, the Supreme Lord, which removes the darkness of ignorance and by which all can be achieved in life. May I request Jyoti Gupta Didi for Deepa Prajwalan. She is from Greater Noida, now a homemaker who used to be a chemistry lecturer earlier. She has been with Geeta Parivar since October 2021. She is a student of L3 and is a trainer for L1 and L2. Her hobbies are reading literary works. Jyoti Didi, please do the honors of Deepa Prajwalan.
निषिद्धैरप्येभिर्लुलितमकरन्दो मधुकरैः करैरिन्दोरन्तश्छुरित इव सम्भिन्नमुकुलः विधत्तां सिद्धिन्नो नयनसुभगामस्य सदसः प्रकीर्णः पुष्पाणां हरिचरणयोरञ्जलिरयम् शरदिन्दुनिभां शुभ्रां शुभ्रवस्त्रैरलङ्कृतां वरदां शारदां नुमः वरदां शारदां नुमः.
Thank you, Didi, for a devotional and a beautiful Deepa Prajawalan. I would like to inform all participants that you may ask questions once the session is over. Raise your hands only after the session is over, please. Now it's time for the most anticipated part of the session. Our speaker for the day is Geeta Pravina, Geeta Vrati, Kavita Verma ji, whom you all know by now. But for the sake of newcomers, she is the disciple of Param Pujya Swami Guru Govinda Giridev Ji Maharaj and has been with Geeta Parivar for the last many years, that is from a very young age. She is a student of Advaita Vedanta at Chinmaya Vishwavidyapit, Kochi. She is one of the program coordinators of online Geeta classes. It's my honor to welcome you, Kavita Didi, for the interpretation session of the first part of 17th chapter, Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā Vibhaga Yoga. Kavita Didi, please.
जय श्री कृष्ण. सदा शिव समारंभां व्यास शंकर मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्य पर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरु परम्पराम्. ओम पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवती अष्टादशाध्यायिनीं अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भगवद्गीते. जय श्री कृष्ण. So last time we have completed our 14th chapter also. So now we have completed 12th, 15th chapter in first level. In second level we have seen 16th chapter, 9th chapter, 14th chapter. And this is our 17th chapter. So in 14th chapter, there is description about the three gunas, Sattvic guna, Rajasic guna and Tamasic guna. Sattvic guna stands for the goodness. Rajasic stands for the attachment, greed, lobha, pravritti, arambha, karmanam, shamaspriha, and all. Then the tamasic guna comes. Tamasic guna stands for the ignorance. The person becomes completely blank. He has no knowledge about the right and wrong, dharma, adharma. He knows nothing. So now we have seen the description and how these three gunas make effects on our daily life, daily routine, and what are the characteristics of these three gunas, Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic, how these three gunas work, and how we can become free from all these three gunas. This entire universe is made up with the three gunas only. So these three gunas are the cause of the sansar also. So everything we have seen in 14th chapter. Now we will have the 17th. This is more practical of this 14th adhyaya. So like we have theory and practical in our school, in our college. Every time we have these two things, theory and practical. So now the 14th chapter, Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga is theory, and 17th chapter, Shraddhatraya Vibhaga Yoga is practical. Here we will see how to apply Geeta in our life as a beginner. How can we start applying Geeta in our life? How can we bring Geeta into our life? Because the statement of Geeta Parivar is Geeta padhi, padhaye, jivan mein laye. Read Geeta, teach Geeta, and bring Geeta into your life. Live Geeta. So now first read Geeta. We all are reading Geeta with Geeta Parivar and Learn Geeta program. We daily join our classes. We have trainer tech. We learn Geeta. Then teach Geeta also. Some of you have applied for the volunteership. So you are the trainer, some of you are the technical assistants, or some of you are serving as a group coordinator or in other teams. So you are connected with this seva as a volunteer, and you are helping trainers to teach Geeta. So now the second word or second sentence is also completed, fulfilled, teaching Geeta. Third is living Geeta or bringing Geeta into our life. That is most tough, we can say, because reading Geeta, teaching Geeta is somehow connected with our physical body, or we can get like easily we can do it. But bringing Geeta or living Geeta is something which is difficult. Understanding Geeta is also easy. Sometimes we understand, we can by heart the shlokas, and then we can also understand the meaning of the shlokas. Someone will ask, what is the meaning of this shloka? What do you understand by this shloka? You can immediately tell, okay, this is the meaning, and how we can, like everything, the theory you can tell very easily. These are the three gunas, how these will get, these gunas will affect our life. Everything. People know everything about the Geeta. What are the different commentaries, and what are other people or sages have written on Geeta. They know the thoughts of everyone, but still they are not able to apply Geeta in the life. People know the anger is not good according to Geeta, because kama, krodhas, tatha, lobhas. So kama, krodha, tatha, lobha. These are the Trividhan Narakasyedan. These are the three gates of hell. So people know that the anger, we should not show anger. We should not have this anger, kama, the lust and the greed. But still we have. Sometimes when we have anger, we just start showing that. So we have to control that at that point. So this is like the practical, the Geeta we know, the Upadesh preaching we know, but we cannot apply immediately. So it needs sadhana. When we do sadhana, when we do tapa, then slowly it will come in our life also. Now in 17th chapter, Lord will tell how even your food, your daily routine, your yajna, dan, tap, karma, everything will affect, everything will just help you to increase your spiritual sadhana. Everything will help you to get progress in your spiritual life. So in this 17th chapter is very, very interesting in this view, that we can directly get the practical knowledge of Geeta. How can we apply these shlokas in our life? So first we start with the question of Arjuna. So in 17th chapter, as I told, name of the 17th chapter is Shraddha Traya Vibhaga Yoga. Now the word Shraddha is most popular word in the Gita. One of the most popular words, of course, because in 12th chapter also, Shraddhaya Parayopeta mi yukta tamamataha Shraddhayanvita guna, and then Shraddhavanto nasuyanto Shraddhavan labate jnanam Shraddhavan asuyascha shunuyadapi yo naraha. And the Shraddhadhana mat Verma, so many slokas are there. So Lord tells about this Shraddha again and again. So what is the meaning of this Shraddha? Why this Shraddha word is so important? Why God is highlighting this word Shraddha again and again? Because Shraddha means the faith. Or when we do something, this faith or this Shraddha gives a lot of motivation. And without this Shraddha, knowledge cannot be attained. Shraddha van labhate jnanam. With the Shraddha, only person can get the knowledge. Because your Guru will give you knowledge. But how you will get that knowledge? When you have Shraddha. Because if you don't believe on the words of Guru, then there are so many things which you don't understand. Our mind is limited. This universe has unlimited things. It can, there can be anything. There are unlimited possibilities. We think that it is not possible. I cannot believe. But our Guru says it is possible. So it is possible. Maybe we are not able to understand that point. But if someone is saying, our Guru, our elder, our sages have said that thing, that means our Shastras have said in the Shastras Shastras, the things are written, then it means it will be done. It is right. It is correct. We cannot have doubt on it. So that is called Shraddha. If you have doubt, then you are going to be destroyed, because samshayatma vinashyati. If you don't have Shraddha and you have samshay, doubt, then the person will be destroyed. Samshayatma vinashyati. So what we need is Shraddha. It is always important to attain anything in the life, even in the spiritual life, in the physical life. Also, this Shraddha, many times it motivates us. Like, let's say the example of the students who is studying in the school. So some teachers, everyone has this feeling. Some teachers are most favorite teachers. So we never want to. We have a deep respect for them. So we never want to. We always want to impress them. We don't want to make them angry. So what we do, we have like Shraddha or respect for the teacher. So immediately what we do, we suddenly automatically we start working hard for those subjects which are taught by this particular teacher. So this is effect of Shraddha. When we have Shraddha, even we don't understand or we don't like that subject much, but still we start reading or studying that subject most because of Shraddha. It happens with the students. Even in our life also, if we like someone, we have Shraddha, we have faith on someone, then it happens that the person, if we have faith in the words of Guru, then whatever Guru will say, we will start doing that without having doubt, without having anything. Then it will give us progress in our life. Guru is saying we should do daily rituals in the morning, then we will start doing. We will not have doubt. So we will not waste so much time in logics, in arguments, because people put a lot of arguments, logic, but still they don't understand, and then they waste a lot of time, because we have very short life, and in this life only we have to achieve a lot of things. So if we just have logics, we have arguments, we just give arguments every time, everywhere, then it will take a lot of time, and we just waste our life by putting these arguments and logics. So it is better to follow the words of Guru as it is. So we will not just waste our time in the logic, in the arguments, and we will just have the quick progress in our spiritual life. But not having logics or not asking questions, that is also not a good thing. We should at one level we have to have some doubts in our mind. We should ask the question, but there are some questions, some things which we cannot understand with our mind. Those things we should avoid, because it will come in our realization after doing some sadhana. There are certain things we cannot understand. Our human mind cannot understand. What is the beyond to this sky? What is the beyond to this world? We cannot understand, because our mind is limited. So therefore, those things we can just believe on the Shastras as it is, and with the time, with the sadhana, it will come in our realization. So Shraddha is very important. Now Arjuna will ask the question. This is also related with Shraddha only. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā saptadashodhyayah. Arjuna uvacha. Ye shastra vidhimutsrajya yajante shraddhayanvitaha. Teshan nishtha ka Krishna satvamaho rajastamaha. Lord has told in the previous chapter, there are different types of karma, sattvic, rajasic, tamasic. When we have attachment with some desires, then we do karma. Now Arjuna is asking something. Ye shastram vidhim utsrajya yajante shraddhayanvitaha. There are different people who do their karmas enjoined in the Shastras. So they have faith on Shastras, and they believe on the words of Guru. So they have faith, they have Shraddha, but they don't know the ordinance of Shastra. Now what in 16th chapter, the previously before the 17th chapter, there is 16th chapter. In the 16th chapter, last conclusion, he has given Tasmat Shastram Pramanante Karya Karya Vyavasthitau. So he said Tasmat Shastram Pramanante. So according to the Shastra Praman, whatever Shastras are telling or whatever written in the Shastras, according to that you should do your karma. You should not do what is not written in the Shastras, but according to Shastras you have to do everything. Now the question comes, we don't know about the Shastras. What are the Shastras? How to get the knowledge of the Shastras? It is not available to everyone. So there are different conditions. Maybe it is available, but we are not able to understand everything because Shastras is science of something. It is not easy to understand this science or the Shastras. So that can be another reason. Or sometimes it is not available for everyone because many people in the village, they don't have proper education. How they will understand the Shastras? So Shastras are not available to everyone, and maybe it is available, but we are not able to understand. And there are some another category. They have Shastras, they know everything as we talked previously, but they don't apply at all. So Arjuna is not talking about those people. He is saying the people who have faith on the Shastras, the words of Shastras, but they don't know what is written in the Shastras. Now, if you don't know what to do right now, then you have two different paths. Now, where to go, you don't know. Then you don't know right and wrong, difference between right and wrong. Then how you will choose? So he is saying, you have said that this Tasmat Shastram Pramanante, do whatever Shastras are telling. But how to know the Shastras? There are people who don't know the Shastras, but they are doing their karma according to Shastras. Sejante Shraddhayanvitaha. They are doing their karma according with the faith, with the Shraddha, and they are trying to reach whatever written in the Shastras to know that and then apply. But they are not much aware with the Shastras. So Tesham Nishtha to Ka Krishna. What about their Nishtha? What about their faith? So what about their actions? Are they Sattva, Maho, Rajastama? Are they Sattvic actions, or they are Tamasic or Rajasic? So the question of Arjuna is people who don't aware with the Shastras, the ordinance of the Shastras, they have never read Shastras, but still whatever they daily rituals or whatever they are doing with the Shraddha, with the faith, and how they are getting everything, like you are doing something, the daily rituals, how you are getting, so Vriddha Vyavahara. So the previously people have done something, your mother, your father, your forefathers, your ancestors, sages, maybe some sages have written some books on daily rituals and you are reading that and you are applying, doing that. And this is not about daily rituals, but everything in all the aspects of your life where you need to have the Shastras in front of you, you don't have. So you just follow your previous, like your sages, your forefathers, your ancestors. In this condition, what they have done, so I will also do the same with the Shraddha, with the faith. What your Guru is telling, you are doing the same. So what about these types of people? Arjuna's question. So they are Sattvic, Rasic, or Tamasic. This is the question of Arjuna. So like this we do every time. Even there is a daughter and she doesn't know how to cook. So she does normally? She just remember how my mother was doing this thing. So she just follows the instructions given by the mother. How she was doing, how she was cooking this particular thing. I don't know the recipe, but still I will try to follow her. So this is called Shraddha because she was preparing this food and was so tasty, delicious. So I will also follow the same way how she was doing. No matter I don't want recipe, that is okay. So now what about these types of people? So with the people who have Shraddha, who have faith, but they don't know the ordinance of Shastras, then what will happen with them? They are Sattvic or Rasik or Tamasic? That is the question of Arjuna. Now, in entire chapter, Lord will give the answer. Śrī-Bhagavanuvaca Trividha bhavati Shraddha Dehinam sa svabhavaja Satviki Rajasi Chaiva Tamasi Cheti Tam Shunu. Lord is telling there is 3 types of Shraddha of people, of these human beings, according to their previous karma or according to their nature. He is using Svabhavaja. The Shraddha is born of nature. Now this nature is made up of 3 gunas, Sattvic, Rajasic and Tamasic. And according to your nature, your Shraddha will be like that only. So what is this nature? How this nature came in existence? How to define what is your nature? So according to previous karma, we had so many lives previously. So we have done so many karmas. We have performed different types of karmas. And according to those tendencies, our nature is made. So whatever karma we have done previously, our nature has the same thing. So according to your karma, it is your nature. Now he's saying this Shraddha is born of nature, Svabhavaja. So there are 3 types of Shraddha, Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic, and it is born of the nature only. So if your nature is Sattvic, your Shraddha will be Sattvic. If your nature is Rajasic, you have so much attachment, greed, Lobha Pravritti Arambha, then your Shraddha is also the Rajasic. And if your nature is Tamasic, you are completely ignorant. You have only 2 options every time, eating and sleeping. Then your Shraddha will also become Tamasic. So Shraddha, so he says Satviki Rajasi Chaiva Tamasi Cheti Tam Shanu. So just listen about these 3 types of Shraddha. Now the question is, what is this Shraddha? Nature we understood in previous chapter, Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic in goodness, passion and ignorance. But what about this Shraddha? How the Shraddha has goodness, ignorance, passion, this attachment, greed? How the Shraddha is connected with these things? So he will tell. Sattva Nurupa Sarvasya Shraddha Bhavati Bharata Shraddha Mayoyam Purusho Yo Yat Shraddhasa Eva Saha. So he's saying Sattva Nurupa Sarvasya, according to our Sattva. What is Sattva? Sattva is mind or Antakaran. So according to our mind, our Shraddha will be like that. Because nature, what is nature? Nature is the effect of our karmas, previous karma in the form of tendencies. Then it will make our nature. So nature is the mind only connected with this nature term. So now according to your mind, your Shraddha will become the same. And according to your Shraddha, Yoyat Shraddha, Sa Eva Saha. So person always becomes like a Shraddha only. So what Shraddha we have, accordingly we will become like that only. So Sattva Nurupa Sarvasya Shraddha Bhavati Bharata Shraddha Mayoyam Purusho Yoyat Shraddhasa Eva Saha. So that's why the Shraddha motivates us. Because when we have Shraddha on something, we try to become like that. This is our nature. This is the human tendency. According to our Shraddha only, everything becomes. Surroundings also will become like that. Your body, your mechanism inside the body, outside the body, everything will develop according to your Shraddha. So Shraddha Mayoyam Purusho. So that's why it is said that karma, actions are not much important. But your intentions are more important, or your mind, your thoughts are more important, because according to your Shraddha, you are going to become like that, not according to your actions. So, so it is very important to have Shraddha, and with the Shraddha, if you are doing something wrong also, then also it will become right. But if you have Shraddha and the wrong things you are doing, or it is done by you, is not knowingly, but you don't know the ordinance of Shastras, so maybe you do some wrong thing, but you have Shraddha, so it is good, it is right only. It will not be counted as a sin, but it will counted as a merit, as a punya only. So like there was a small kid in the village, and he was so small in the camp. There was a temple in the village. He always wanted to touch a picture of Shivaji. He was a great devotee of Shivaji. So he always wanted to touch that picture of Shivaji, but it was on the top of the temple, so he was not able to reach to that picture. He was going this temple daily, and daily he was trying to touch that thing, but he was not able to do that because he was short-heighted. So he one day, like something came in his mind. So there was a shivaling in the temple only, and what he did is he just stood on the shivaling, and with the help of shivaling, he just he touched his foot to this shivaling, and he touched the picture. So now this is the shraddha of that person. Now this action is not good because he is touching his foot to this shivaling. So this action is not good. But why he is doing? He is doing out of shraddha. He has shraddha on Shivaji. He wanted to touch that painting. That's why he was doing that. So it is, and he used to go temple daily. He is doing worship for hours. He is meditating to Shivaji. Now he has shraddha. He has faith. But this action is not good. He is touching his foot to this shivaling. So of course this action is not good. So now what will happen? But this action is right. Even Shivaji, later Shivaji came in front of him, and he got the darshana of Shivaji. So if he is doing wrong, then how the Shivaji will come? So the actions are not more important. That's what I wanted to say. The actions are not important, but our mind state, our shraddha, our thoughts are important. Maybe sometimes we do wrong with other people, and they they curse us. Why are you doing this? But maybe we are doing this thing with the people because of their kalyana only, because to help them only. Our teacher have anger. Sometimes they beat us, they shout at us. Why they are doing? They are doing for us only. Our mother do this. So we never feel like why they are doing this thing. So they are doing to help us only. We are not studying, so we are getting punishment. So giving punishment to child is not a good action. It seems like it is very harsh. This nature is very harsh, and he is not a good person. But still, it is good only because the intention behind this behind this punishment is not to hurting that kid, but is to help that kid in the study. So the actions are not much important, but our shraddha, but our mind state is more important. So how your shraddha becomes, you will also become the same. Yo yat shraddhasa eva saha. So it is very, very important that our intentions, our shraddha, our mind thoughts should be very positive and good every time, because we are going to become like that only. So if we are not following good thoughts every time, then or we are having tamasic thoughts, so that's why our nature will be made. So if we have sattvic thoughts always, then we will become sattvic person. If we have rajasic thoughts, we are always thinking about some other objects, some worldly objects. Oh, I will get this, I will get this, I will achieve this. Like every time if you have greedy options in your mind, these things in your mind, then you are going to become rajasic person. And if you have tamasic things, as I told, sleeping and eating, every time some people are there, they just think about the sleeping, and every time if you go and talk with them, they will tell about, okay, I have seen this new dish on television, so I wanted to eat that. They have nothing to talk. They have only one topic. So these ignorant people, if you are only thinking about that thing, then you are going to become tamasic person. So this is very important, that having good thoughts and having positive thoughts every time in our mind. Now the next is Yajante shat satvika devan yaksha rakshamsi rajasaha pretan bhutagaramshchani yajante tamasa janaha. He is saying how according to their shraddha only they choose the deities also to whom I worship. So the sattvic people, they will always choose devatas. Yajante satvika devan. Sattvic people will always worship devatas, deities. Why? Because these sattvic people doing the worship is not, they are not doing it for selfish motive or to harm anyone else, but they are doing worship to get purification of mind. They want to reach to the main goal of life. They have sattvic vritti, they always have good thoughts in the mind, they are doing the thing, they are worshipping for the society. Maybe sometimes there are some santa or some sages, they perform yajna. Why they are performing yajna? They are sannyasis. What is the need to do yajna for them? But still they do yajna. Why? To get to help society. So they are doing for the society. So like people, like some santa, some sages, they just establish many organizations. Why they are doing? To help society, not for their selfish motive. So this is called sattvic person. This is called sattvic person. And when we have sattvic thoughts in our mind, we will always worship the devatas. Or also we can say, if you just worship devatas, you will become more sattvic. Because devatas always have positive energy in their heart, in their mind. So if you are getting connected with the devatas, because when you are doing worshipping, you are worshipping, then that time also you just have the in your mind the picture of devata. You are thinking about the devatas. So when you are thinking about something which who is filled with positive energy, then of course you will getting that positivity in your heart also. So it is when we worship devatas, they become more sattvic, or the sattvic people always worship the devatas because they are worshipping, they are doing this ritual and all to get to just help for just help others only, not for their personal motives. So this is sattvic person. Sarajante sattvika devan yaksharaksamsi rajasaha. When the rajasi people come, what these rajasi people do? So these people just worship yaksha and rakshas. So there are different types of spirits. The people who go and they worship them. Why? Because they think that I have some desire in your mind. These Rajasic people always have attachments, always have desires, always have greed. I want this, I want this, I want to achieve this. So they have every time they have these things in their mind. They want quick results. If I will worship right now, I will do some anushthan. Next day, I need something out of that. So they just go to this yaksha and rakshasas. They worship them. So they just easily fulfill their wishes. So they have this misconception because all powerful is Brahman. He will only fulfill our wishes. The God will only, this Ishvara will only fulfill our wishes. Nobody else can do. But still they have this misconception that if I will worship spirits, I will worship these Rakshasas and Devas, demigods, these Yakshas and Rakshasas, then I maybe to worship these demons can help me to achieve my wishes more quickly, more fast. So they are worshipping these yaksha and rakshasas. And also it means that if we follow or if we worship yakshas and rakshasas, then we will become more rajasic also. Because why we are worshipping them? Because maybe it is said that if you worship this particular yaksha, this rakshasa, then you will get this, you can achieve this thing easily. So we do this worship thing out of some desire. So this is called rajasic. Yajante satvika devan yaksharaksamsi rajasaha Pretan bhutagaramshchanye yajante tamasadanaha. Now the third category comes tamas category. Tamasic people, bhoot, pret. So all the groups of spirits, they worship those bhoot and pret. Why? Because their main intention is to harm others. They don't want anything useful for them also. They don't want anything for society also. They just want to harm others. There are some types of rituals where they have to give bali. They have to kill someone, and they have to give that bali in the yajna, in those anusthana. And these people do that. They want kid, so they are giving bali of other kid, maybe some other person's kid, they are giving bali. So they are killing others' kid to get their own kid. So this is not a good way. This is completely tamasic. God doesn't like these kind of people. So these are the tamasic people. They worship faith and bhoot, because if they will do these things with in front of deities, devatas, of course devatas will never get happy. They will never become present. They will not give any boon, because they are doing sin. They are committing sin. This is not a worship. But they choose these spirits who are they are already not a good souls. They are bad souls already. So they just worship these spirits and Pretan Bhuta Ganashanya. So these are the tamasic people. Now the next thing will come. It is very interesting. We also do sometimes in our life. Sometimes not everyone do, but still maybe sometimes we do. So we should try to avoid those things from our life. What is that? Ashastra vihitam ghoran tapyante ye tapojanaha dambha hankara sanyukta kamaraga balanditaha. What is saying? Ashastra vihitam ghoran. Sometimes people perform so difficult tapas, austerities. They think that I am the person who can do everything, and it is no matter it is hard or whatever it is, but I will do that. So they perform very difficult yagyas, or where they have to do so much, they have to face so many difficulties. Ashastra vihitam. So he is saying, God is saying, Ashastra vihitam. These tapas which you are doing, it is very hard to body, hard to your sense organs. These are never recommended by the Shastras. In the Shastras, it is not written do hard work or do hard tapas, but you can go softly only. Shastras are more focused on your mind. How can you control your mind? How can you just perform your duties? These are also the tapa only, doing your duty every time. Because many times when we are student, we have to study. This is our duty. We are the office person. We have to complete our office work. This is our duty. We have responsibility of our family to feed them. Then feeding our family is our responsibility. It is our duty to just caring our family or our parents, our child. This is our duty. So now when we don't perform our duty, this is not a tap. And if we are doing constantly our duty honestly, then this becomes our tapa only, because it is not easy to handle everything, our studies, our office, our family, everything simultaneously. It needs, like, sometimes you have difficulties, but you have to balance that time also. This will become your tapa. So always having control over your mind, it will become your tapa. Not like some people just go to the temple on their knee. So what happens? They are just bleeding that time. Just imagine someone is coming with the sweets, because when we go to temple, we have some sweets in our hands, some flowers, and we go to offer these things to God. Patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam. So these things we offer to God as a devotee. Now someone is coming to you with the sweets, with the flowers, you will become happy. But just imagine what if the person is bleeding completely, his knees are broken, and he has so many injuries in the hands, in the knees. then what, how you will feel? You will never feel good. Even you will not feel to eat those sweets also. So how the God will feel good? So people who go on knees and they are now started bleeding completely, blood everywhere, and they are just offering God to sweets and flowers, then God will not like. Maybe he will accept because he is God, he is Bhagwan, but he will not like much. Maybe if you go normally, he will like more. So these ghor tapa people do, these are never enjoined in the Shastras. अशास्त्र विहितं घोरं तप्यन्ते ये तपोजनाः दम्भाहंकार संयुक्ताः कामरागबलान्विताः. But these people do these tapa. Why they do? Reason he is giving dambha ahankar sanyukta. There is dambha, hypocrisy. They want to show off. They want to show others that I am so big devotee of Bhagwan. So I am going on my knees. I like they do little bit tapa. They are going on knees. They are keeping fast on Ekadashi without water, without anything. Keeping fast without water is good on Ekadashi. It is not bad. But if your body is not supporting you, still you are doing, maybe you are getting vomiting, you are feeling dizzy, you are not able to perform your duties. You are a student and you are keeping Ekadashi without water and all. And then you have to go college in the sunshine, and then you are not able to study well. Your teacher will get angry. Then this stuff should be avoided. Now you can eat something, some falahar you can take, because your body is not supporting that thing, and slowly you can go towards without water also. It is not completely like you should not do, or you are not supposed to do that. It is not like that. But still, what our body will support, we cannot harm our body, because this body is given by the God as a gift. How can we harm this body? So we should do tapa. Keeping fast on Ekadashi, it is more better. Keeping fast, what people have this meaning, like not eating anything, not drinking anything, maybe can become our fast. But also it is like not feeding anything from all our indriyas. This is only one indriya, this mouth we are eating, but there are different indriyas. We should not see something which is not good, or which we should not see. We should not hear much. We should not speak much. These are also the fast only. When we are vrata, keeping the fast on Ekadashi, that means we should keep fast with all the sense organs, and we should just think about the God more and more. This will become our tapa. Not like people just take one aspect, not eating, not drinking. This is only the tapa. This is tapa, but not only the tapa. So you can do this also, but it is very important that you should have control over the mind. That is priority. That should be priority. So ashastra vihitam ghoram, they do because dambha. They want to say, I keep Ekadashi Vrata without water. They just tell everyone. They put WhatsApp status, Facebook status, and they do so many things to show others. They put tilak, they put mala, and all to show others. So this is called, these kind of tapa they are doing out of dambha. They want to show others. And ahankara, I can do. I am having so much power. To show this power, I will show you this thing. So like a teacher, once teacher gave assignment to all the students, and now teacher said, let's see who will get more marks on this assignment. Now one student was there. He said, I always get good marks. I always get highest marks. I will get anyway. I will do that. And he just started writing his assignment. The first page, the headings he has put with the blood. Now what will happen? Teacher will like or not? Of course she will not like. When she will see the copy, this is written with the blood. How can she like that thing? But people, some students maybe do that. So all these things are not a good tapa. We think that this is the tapa. We are harming our body. we are just harming our sense organs and we think that this is a tapa. This is not the tapa. We are showing others that this is a tapa, but it can never become a tapa. So he's saying this is never enjoined in the Shastras. Ashastra vihitam ghoran tapyante ye tapojanaha dambha ahankar sanyukta kamaraga balanvitaha. Also people, why do they do these kind of tapa? Calm, because they have so much desires and they want to fulfill all the desires simultaneously. Like this is the thumb rule of life. Everything you will not get at one time. Slowly, God will give you everything, but slowly, not everything you will get at one point. So, but these people, they are so restless. We have seen the nature of Rajasi people. They are so restless. So they want everything right now. So that they do this ghor tapa. They just think that if I will put a lot of efforts, maybe God will give. Maybe these spirits will give. Maybe this God will not give, then I will go to the spirits and different devatas, different Pret, Bhoot and Yaksha Rakshas. I will go to them. Maybe they will fulfill my wishes because they have restlessness feeling. So they want to achieve that thing right now. So that they do these kind of ghoram tapa, difficult, very hard tapa. But these are never accepted by the Shastras. Karshayanta sharirastham bhutagramamachetasa manchaivanta sharirastham tan vidyasura nishchayan. God is saying, God is telling that karshayanta sharirastham, while doing this karma, they are harming the body. What I told, this body is given as a gift by the God. And what we should do with this body, the purpose of this body is just do your sadhana and also serve society. So Atmano mokshartham jagat hitayacha. In the Vedas it is written, or also the Swami Vivekananda ji, many times he also quotes this thing. Atmano mokshartham, this body we have got, why we got? To get moksha, to get liberation, to get the knowledge of Paramatma, or to know the Bhagwan is our purpose. For purpose, this is our personal purpose. And also the body we are given to serve others also. If you want to show that you have so much power and you can do this with this power, you can just perform so many hard tapas. So it is better to utilize this power for others, for society. There are so many Vidhashrama, there people are living, the old people are living. Then we have Anath Ashrama, there are like kids are living, and other like handicapped people. There are different types of people. So you can help them, not with the money only, but you can help with the body. You have so much power, so just show your power there. You can do different things in those places to help them. So this is more good tapa. This is seva. This is tapa, but not this what you are doing as a hard tapa. This is not a right tapa. So when you are doing these tapas, you are harming your body. You are harming the bhutagramam achetasa without knowing anything. You don't have knowledge. You don't know the right thing, and you are just spoiling everything, destroying your body. Body is a gift by God, and if someone will give you some gift, you cannot destroy that gift, because then the person the person who gave you will not like that he gave some gift to you and you are destroying it. You are not utilizing this. So our responsibility is to utilize this body for others, for us, not destroying this. So he is saying the people who are doing these types of tapa, they are indirectly destroying this body. Achetasa, unknowingly, they don't know, but they are destroying this body, and they don't know this thing that they are not destroying this body only, but they are harming me. When they cut their body, this pain they feel, little bit pain they feel, but indirectly they are harming me only, the God only, Bhagwan only. Because sarvasya chaham kridi sannivishto, I am seated in all the hearts of the people. So if something happens with us wrong, the God Bhagwan who is inside us, he also feels bad. So these people harm me only. When they harm body, they are indirectly harming me only. Tan vidya sura nishchayan. So just know those people as a asura, demons only. So we in 16th chapter we have two categories: Daif, Asur, Sampatti, Vagyog, divine and demonic qualities. So these are these people more connected with the second category, that is demonic qualities. So they are asura only. Tan vidya asura nishchayan. आहारस्त्वपि सर्वस्य त्रिविधो भवति प्रियः यज्ञस्तपस्तथा दानं तेषां भेदमिमं शृणु. He is telling आहारस्त्वपि, there are different types of ahar. आहारस्त्वपि सर्वस्य त्रिविधो भवति, yajna, dana and tapa. So he will tell about the three categories. Now the very interesting part is coming, because Lord will describe about the ahar, what we are eating. Three categories of ahar, because he has told the sattvic, rajasic and tamasic shraddha, they worship a god, semi-god or the spirits according to their shraddha, and what happens, what the heart tapas they do for to get their desires and all. Now he's telling how you can become sattvic in your life, rajasic or tamasic, or he is telling like two ways to say this, to have the meaning of this shlokas. So one is like how you can become the sattvic person in your life, and second thing, what is you, like which guna is on higher proportional in you. So you are sattvic person, rajasic person or tamasic person. To test yourself, these next slokas will come, where the three categories of sattva guna and rajoguna, tamo guna will be described. And so with the food, with the yajna, with the karma, and so many things like manasik tapa, there are different types of tapa and all. So Lord will describe about the three categories of each thing. So he's telling he's starting with the food. So there are three categories, like there are different types of food, but he will divide all these food into three categories. आयुस्सत्त्वबलारोग्य सुखप्रीतिविवर्धनाः रस्या स्निग्धा स्थिरा हृद्या आहाराः सात्विकप्रियाः. Now he is telling the food which is dear to sattvic. What is that food? If this food is dear to you also, you are sattvic person. Or if you want to become sattvic person, just start liking this kind of food or start eating this type of food, you will become sattvic person. So both the ways we can take. So first he is telling Ayu Sattva Bala Arogya, which increase our age. Ayu Sattva Bal Arogya. So here he is telling like Ayu Sattva Bala Arogya Sukha Priti Vivardhanaha. Then how this will increase your age? Because the concept is we don't get the time duration, but like if your breathing system, you are taking how many shwasa, how many breaths you are taking in 1 minute. So accordingly your age is there. So it is like if you have this much count of your breath, so if you will complete this shwasa, then you will die. So if you just breath slowly, so in 1 minute, if you eat sattvic food, you will start breath slowly. So if you are breathing slowly, then you will not waste much your shwasa. So you will live long. That is the logic. So Ayu Sattva Bala Arogya, and then also you are more powerful after eating the food. Arogya, you are healthy. You are happy after eating that food. So these kind of food are sattvic food. And rasya snigdha, what is the characteristic of these food? So these are rasyaha, juicy, like fruits we eat. So these fruits are categorized as sattvic food. So we should prefer these fruits and all. Rasya snigdha stira hridya. Then these snigdha and stir. Like we have ghee or milk made things, milk made products. So we eat in the childhood, and it will help us in the old age also. People say, I have eaten so much ghee and all, so I am so powerful. So these things, these food will live long, will last long in your body. So these are also called sattvic food. So all the milk made product or the product which you are making in the house, these are the sattvic food. So rasya snigdha stira hridya ahara satvika priyaha. These foods are, these category of food is called dear to the sattvic person. What about rajasic? Katvam lalavana tyushna tikshanuksha vidahinaha ahara rajasasyeshta dukkashokamayaptadaha. So he's telling, starting with katvamla. So katva means bitter, amla. Katva amla, like the acidic, and then katva amla lavana. Lavana means the so much salty food. Katvam lalavana atyushna, ati ushna, very harm, very hot food. So ati ushna tikshna ruksha vidahina, then so hot, so pungent, ruksh, so much like we have chilies and all. So these chilies are also like vidahina, burning feeling. These, after eating so much chili, you will have burning feeling in your neck, in your mouth also, in your stomach also. So these are called rajasic food. So like rich food we say, or we say very fancy food. So all this fancy food comes under the rajasic food only. The burger and all these Chinese items, all these things come under the rajasic food. Then we have tamasic in the last. Yatayamam gatarasam puti paryushitam chayat uchishtam cha medhyam bhojanam tamasapriyam. So he's saying yatayamam, which is kept for, before it was kept for 3 hours, more than 3 hours. So then it will become yatayamam, it will become tamasic food. Yatayamam gatarasam, without any taste, tasteless. Gatarasam, it has no taste now. Gatarasam puti paryushitam, it has some smell, some smelly food. Puti paryushitam chayat uchishtam, then maybe sometimes it is left over in others' plate and you eat that food. So this kind of food is also tamasic food. Pauti paryushitam chayat uchishtam cha medhyam bhojanam tamasapriyam. And the impure food, sometimes some animal is going around towards your food, so this food will become impure. So this kind of food is called tamasic food, and we should avoid this food. So why this food is so important? Because how you eat, your actions, your thoughts will become the same, and according to your thoughts, your shraddha will be developed. Your karmas are also dependent on your thoughts. Because before doing anything, if you realize, you are maybe seeing the computer screen, your mobile screen, you are writing something, you are talking with someone. Before doing any action, first thing comes in your mind, and then it comes on your mouth, in your mouth. So first, everything comes in our mind only. So actions are dependent on our mind. So how your mind, how your thoughts are, according to that you will perform your action, you will do the thing. So it is very important that your thoughts should be sattvic, your thoughts should be pure. And how these will sattvic? Because when you just eat sattvic anna, because jaisa khaye ann waisa bane man. So according to your anna, according to your food only, your man will be developed, your mind will be developed, and your shraddha will be developed, your actions will be developed. So this anna or this food is very, very basic or fundamental need that you should eat sattvic food only. So Lord has described about the sattvic food and what kind of food you should avoid. That also he has told. Now he has given you knowledge. It is in your hand. You become your friend or you become your enemy, because the person you have heard the thought of Swami Vivekananda ji. We are our own enemy and we are our own friend. So now God has told about the 3 kinds of food. Now this is up to you. how you want to become. If you want to become sattvic, then follow the sattvic food, eat the sattvic food. If you want to become rajasic or tamasic, then you can go for that category of food. So this is about the food. Now we will have the tapa, dan, yajna, so many things according to God. He will categorize this is sattvic or this is rajasic and this is tamasic. So all these things we will see next time. Jai Shri Krishna. We will do little Sankirtana. Just have the picture of God in your mind and remember him and then do Sankirtana. Hari Sharanam, 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 Hari Sharanam. Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you, Didi, for that enlightening session.
Yes, Didi. Continue.
भैया और कुछ दिखाने वाले हैं क्या?
नहीं दीदी.
अच्छा, can I continue? Thank you, Kavita Didi. That was a very enlightening session, and you dealt in detail about the three Shraddhas, that is faith, Sattvic, Rajasic, and Tamasic, and about the three kinds of food, Tamasic, Rajasic, and Sattvic, Tamasic, and Rajasic food in detail. That was a wonderful session. And now I would request all the sadhakas to please motivate your friends and relatives to join Geeta Parivar by forwarding reg.learngeeta.com and help spread Geeta, and thus realize the dream of Har Ghar Geeta, Har Kar Geeta, teach Geeta, learn Geeta, teach Geeta, and live Geeta. Now it's time for question and answers. I would request those who want to ask questions to raise their hands and switch on their cameras and wait for their turn. Do we have any people who are raised their hands? Yeah, no. Okay. I again request if anyone has any question to ask, please raise your hands, or we'll just, or otherwise we have to end this session.
I think there is.
मनीष अग्रवाल जी आए हैं. आप कैमरा ऑन कर दीजिए और पूछना है तो पूछ लीजिए. मनीष जी.
महेश पांडे.
मैं पूछूं अपना क्वेश्चन? शैल आई रेज?
जी.
हाँ दीदी, आपने ये तीन गुण बताया ना, सात्विक, राजसी, तामसिक. तो मैं अक्सर होता है कि सात्विक में रहता हूँ, भगवान का मनन करता हूँ, चिंतन करता हूँ, मतलब गीता परिवार का जो है और गीता जो सीख रहा हूँ वो सब करता हूँ. लेकिन कभी कभी ऐसा हो जाता है कि मैं तामसिक में चला जाता हूँ, आलस से, भूख वाला जो आपने बोला ना. और खासतौर से जब छुट्टी रहती है सैटरडे संडे को, तो केवल यही काम होता है. तो उस समय हम कैसे अपने को सात्विक गुणों से भरपूर रखें? हर समय हमेशा उस हाई, मतलब जो वो है सात्विक गुणों में हम कैसे रहें हमेशा?
हमेशा तो हम
कि
लोग
हम
एक
कभी
गुण में रह नहीं सकते, ऐसा होता है, क्योंकि तीनों ही गुण सभी के अंदर होते हैं और तीनों गुण आवश्यक भी हैं। कुछ मात्रा में राजसिक और तामसिक गुण भी आवश्यक हैं, तो वो होने भी चाहिए। लेकिन जैसा आपने बोला, सैटरडे संडे बहुत ज्यादा ऐसा होता है कि हम एकदम तामसिक या एकदम राजसिक हो जाते हैं, पूरा दिन कुछ करने का मन नहीं करता है। तो उसमें पहले से ही हमें प्री कमिटमेंट्स ट्राई करना चाहिए, कि पहले से ही हमने कुछ प्लान्स बना के रखे हैं सैटरडे संडे के लिए, और अब उन टारगेट्स को हमें लेना है। वो प्लान कैसा भी हो सकता है, जरूरी नहीं कि वो एकदम कुछ काम से रिलेटेड ही हो। अलग अलग कुछ क्रिएटिविटी में, आपको किसी आर्ट में कुछ इंटरेस्ट है, तो उस तरह से आप अलग अलग अपने प्लान बना के पहले से रख सकते हैं। तो वो हेल्प करता है कि, क्योंकि जब हमारे पास कोई प्लान नहीं है, माइंड एकदम फ्री है, तो हमें लगता है कि अब क्या करना है। तो इसलिए हमें पहले से ही कुछ प्री प्लानिंग करनी चाहिए, उससे हम उस चीज को अवॉइड कर सकते हैं कुछ हद तक।
ठीक, एक प्रश्न और था कि अक्सर मेरे साथ होता है कि जो मेरा जरूरी काम होता है मैं केवल वही करता हूँ, डेडलाइन आती है तब मैं काम करता हूँ, तभी मोटिवेशन अंदर से जागता है, नहीं तो काम को लगातार अवॉइड करता रहता हूँ, मतलब कि काम नहीं करूंगा और कुछ करूंगा।
दिस
इंटरनेट
इज
पे मैं
अबाउट द
काम करता
हैबिट।
हूँ तो हाँ, तो इसमें कैसे सुधार लाए, मतलब
अपना जितना भी रूटीन
लास्ट
है,
में।
भगवत गीता के 6 चैप्टर में भगवान ने युक्ताहार विहारस्य बोला है। तो इस चीज के लिए ये एक हैबिट है जो हमारी डेवलप हो जाती है। और ये हैबिट कैसे डेवलप होती है, जो हमारा रूटीन है, एंटायर डे व्हाट वी आर डूइंग। सो इफ इट इज नॉट फिक्स, और हम कुछ भी कर रहे हैं बिना सोचे, आराम से सुबह कभी भी उठ रहे हैं, कभी भी भोजन कर रहे हैं, कभी भी कॉलेज जा रहे हैं, स्कूल ऑफिस जा रहे हैं, तो इस तरह का जब हमारा लाइफस्टाइल होता है, तो उसका इम्पैक्ट, हमारा इफेक्ट जो होता है वो काम पे पड़ता है। तो काम में भी फिर वैसा ही हमारा लिथार्जिक नेचर हो जाता है। तो हमें उसे अवॉइड करने के लिए सबसे पहले अपना रूटीन फिक्स करना होता है। इतने बजे उठना है, इतने बजे खाना है, इतने बजे जाना है। जब सारी चीजें फिक्स हो जाती हैं, तो अपने आप ही अंदर से एक हैबिट डेवलप होती है कि हर काम समय पे करने का। तो फिर वो डेडलाइन, प्रेशर, ये सारी चीजें हम बहुत आसानी से अवॉइड कर सकते हैं, अगर हमारा पूरा रूटीन खाने से लेकर सोने तक का सारा अगर फिक्स हो जाए एक बार, तो बहुत आसानी से इसको अवॉइड किया जा सकता है।
ठीक है, मतलब बेसिकली आप कह रहे हैं कि थोड़ा प्लान बनाओ सैटरडे संडे के लिए, हाँ, जिससे कि वो तामसिक गुण अपने ऊपर हावी ना हो, और भी बाकी चीजों को प्लान करो। ठीक है।
हाँ, और
ठीक
रूटीन
है।
हमारा फिक्स होना चाहिए। अभी क्या होता है, कभी हम रात में देर तक टीवी पर हैं, सुबह देर तक हम सोते रह गए हैं, उसका बहुत इफेक्ट पड़ता है। जैसे कि मैं अपना पर्सनल, मेरा भी ऐसा ही रहता है कि अगर मैं सुबह लेट हो गई उठने में, तो फिर वो पूरा दिन डिस्टर्ब हो जाता है, और केवल सुबह 1 घंटा लेट उठने की वजह से। तो ज्यादातर मेरा ट्राई यही रहता है कि मैं सुबह जितने बजे मुझे रोज उठना है उतने ही बजे उठूं। अगर क्योंकि लेट होगा तो मुझे पता है वो पूरा दिन का रूटीन खराब होने से पूरा खराब हो जाएगा। तो ऐसा होता है कि अगर आपका रूटीन बिल्कुल सही है, तो आप बहुत आसानी से अपने सारे भी काम एक टाइम पर कर सकते हैं।
एक चीज और है, जैसे हमको पता है वॉक करना चाहिए, मुझे पता है कि सुबह 3:30 बजे उठ के ध्यान करो तो ब्रह्म मुहूर्त में उठो, और अक्सर मैं उठ भी जाता हूँ, एक दो बार बीच में उठता हूँ, लेकिन चीजें पता है ये करना चाहिए, लेकिन वो चीजें होती नहीं है।
होती नहीं है, उसके लिए अपने आप को थोड़ा सा पुश करना पड़ता है, ज्यादा
हम्म,
हाई कमिटमेंट देनी पड़ती है। रात में सोचकर उसके बारे में सोइए, सुबह जैसा पहला थॉट वही होना चाहिए कि ऐसा ऐसा करना है। जितना ज्यादा हम उसके बारे में सोचकर प्लान करने की कोशिश करते हो, उतना ज्यादा, और थोड़ा अपने आप को पुश करना ही पड़ता है। जब नहीं करने का मन होगा, फिर भी जबरदस्ती उसको करने में लगना पड़ेगा, फिर वो धीरे धीरे हैबिट में आ जाएगा। स्टार्टिंग में अपने साथ थोड़ी जबरदस्ती करनी पड़ती है।
हाँ, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। जय श्री कृष्ण।
जय श्री कृष्ण।
Didi, Jai Sri Krishna.
जय श्री कृष्ण।
Didi, what I understand from this chapter actually, out of these three gunas, one is prominent
या
sometimes, and sometimes other is prominent like that.
यस।
But which will be predominant in someone depends on his karmas in previous birth. That is what is the meaning, what I learned from you. Is it
Yeah,
so?
so like your actions, or like your actions will decide which guna is going on high. So if you are doing all the sattvic karma, so your sattvic guna will raise. And if you are more indulged with rajasic or tamasic gunas, the rajasic and tamasic karmas or actions, then your tamasic and rajasic gunas will raise. So it happens. It depends on your actions and thoughts.
Action and thought in this life. But it has anything to do with the previous karmas, karmas in previous birth?
Yes.
Yes, that
Actually,
is
in
the thing,
previous
no?
birth, if we were more indulged with rajasic things in previous birth, that will also affect in this life.
Okay. It means suppose someone was tamasic in previous birth. In this
Yes.
birth also he will be tamasic.
He will not be tamasic exactly. He can develop in this way. He can like develop as a sattvic person. He can develop himself. It is in his hand. But the first thing will come as tamasic guna. So because in previous life he was tamasic, so more effects will come from tamasic gunas.
So he has to perform his karmas so that he becomes a sattvic or something like that.
Yes, with karmas and thoughts. So how
Karmas
he
and thought.
thinks and how
Yeah.
he does, he can
And
change.
second, in sixth slok, no, in here,
Parshvi
when
Anta.
Bhagavan says, if somebody is doing that Dambhahankar, no, fifth slok, I think, Ghor, Gurang,
Ashastra Geeta.
yeah, like that, no? So
Which
I
one?
feel also the pain, मुझे भी कष्ट
Okay.
होता है like that. Suppose by the influence of these karmas, somebody is doing such type of action, tamsi type of work or rasi type of work. It is just because of his karmas, and how God will feel that, I do not understand.
Okay, how? Okay, so like the person, like whatever we do as a tamasic tapa or rajasic tapa, ashastra vihitam ghoram, so tough tapas we perform. So God is also facing the same. Like you are not getting this point.
But actually,
Man
it is,
chaivanta sharirastham bhuta
yeah, that is
gramam.
what he says. But the thing
Yeah,
is that it is because of our karma we are doing like that, and that has been decided
that
by.
will affect God also. You are asking how.
Uh,
So, like God is seated in all the hearts of all the human beings
yeah,
or in
yeah.
other living creatures. So, whatever things are happening with us, it is happening with God only because He is inside us. So He will feel the pain. If like child will cry, that mother will also feel pain. Maybe not the same pain what child is feeling, but still mother will also will trouble because her child is crying. So similarly, God is also seated in our heart and He is also like our mother and father. So if we will feel pain, then He will also feel pain. Suppose you are in hospital and someone is coming to meet you and he is coming, you are expecting that he will come with the flowers, with the sweets, etc. But now he has come and he is completely bleeding. So if you will see this situation to that person who is coming to you for meeting you, so you are expecting some happiness but you are seeing that this person is bleeding and this so you will also not feel good, right? So similarly God will also not feel good if you will do these ghor tapas because
Actually, in other chapter, in somewhere, Karmani Lipyante, like that, na, something was there that मैं कभी I am karma में किसी के I do not get involved. I am just a catalytic, something like that.
he doesn't get involved like
Yeah.
here
So
when in Bhagavad Gita we talk about as a
he
Shri
in other
Krishna,
sloks he says so.
he says like I do not bind with the karmas, and then
Yeah.
at the same time he says that I will also feel the pain. So when he says I will not bind with the karmas, so he will not bind with the karmas but he will feel pain. So it is just it is a philosophy of Shri Krishna. So there are three levels when he talks. One is vyavaharik, one is pratibhasik, and one is paramarthik. So when he talks about as a supreme element, as a supreme power, as a strong element, then he says I will not bind with anything. But at the same time when he talks about the bhakta as a bhagwan, as a like mother, then he says I will also feel the pain. So the same person, the same supreme element will become the devotee's father or mother. So in that context, God says like this feeling, I will also face the same. So there can be multiple interpretations.
Yeah. Okay, I will
Yeah.
try
So
to
like
understand it further.
yeah.
Thank
So
you, Didi.
like
Thank you.
mother, if child is feeling some problem, then mother will not get involved with the same problem. But still, as a mother, she will feel pain. As a mother, she will also feel like my child is crying. That means I am she will also feel fainted, or she will also feel cry or something. So just like that.
Yeah. Okay, Didi. Thank you.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Saroji?
Yeah,
Amita,
I think Amita ji.
Amita
Jai
ji,
Shri
hai?
Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
I wanted to know about the fourth shloka, where it is being said that you pray God, you pray the spirits, or there's 2-3 different way of praying.
Yes, yadante सात्विका देवान यक्ष रक्षांसि राजसाः प्रेतान भूत गणांशानि यदन्ते तामसा जनाः.
Can you just explain little more in that? Means people of those who want go in the wrong way, that's why they pray the bhuta preta?
No, like they have some selfish motives and they want to fulfill some wishes. So instead of going towards the God, because God there is no falshruti. Like if you will, like there are Puranas, there are different stories, there are different scriptures where it is written that if you will go and worship this particular spirit, so your this particular wish will be fulfilled. So people in this context, people go and just try to fulfill their wish, and to then they start worshipping to that spirit or to that yaksha rakshasas. So it is just for their selfish motive. So it indicates that they are becoming more rajasic, and their worshipping is also rajasic. So there can be two interpretations. Like the person who becomes rajasic, he starts worshipping these kind of spirits and yakshrakshas, and the person who worships these spirits and yakshrakshasas, these kind of people will become rajasic. So in these two ways we can understand the things.
Okay, so there is some situation where you tend to do some, this bhuta preta kind of spirits you
Yes.
believe, but by the time you initially won't know exactly what exactly they do it and all, and you perform it, and then you come to know, no, that was a wrong path you chosen. You come back to God only. So how do you really, put yourself into it कि मैंने बराबर किया था या नहीं, कि मैंने
So
अच्छा किया कि वो चीज से मैं बाहर आ गई. It's something like that,
So if you once you realize that this was not good, or going towards the God only, this is only the right path. If you have realization, you can define that now you are correct and previously you have done something wrong. That was not, you were not supposed to do that, but you did.
Yeah, because what happens now, we know we pray God, we go to temple, we know. But these bhuta pretas or some such spirit people and all, they don't explain you how exactly they perform some. They say on the name of you, we're doing pujas and all. Generally, it happens,
Like
right?
this is just out of greed. Like they will say, the people, like there are some certain people who say like, you perform, you give me 5,000, 10,000, we will perform some puja and your this wish will be fulfilled. But we don't know even it will be fulfilled or not, but they are saying. So we think that okay, maybe it will be fulfilled. In India especially, like people believe so much, they start believing on anything. So if when we say like, you just start wearing blue color cloth, and then your this problem will be vanished, you can escape this problem, so people will suddenly start wearing blue color. They don't find for the logic, and that happens with everyone. Like we also feel like okay, we will get some shortcut, but there is no shortcut in the life. So God gives the same thing. Like if you have prarabdha, you have done something wrong in previous life, you have to face that thing, and nobody can escape their papa or punya which they have got from the previous lives. But what we can do, if we will go towards the God, it will give us power, it will give us a spiritual base to face all the problems. And if we go towards the spirits and bhoot pretas, they will give us greed. Like if you will do this puja in 2 days, you will have everything settled down and etc. But nothing will happen. So out of greed, people do. But after once it is not fulfilled, they can realize that it is not true, and we have to go in the way only. So after that they can realize, but it is better to realize before.
So how do you justify, like when somebody comes in front of you and say, see, one day it might be good when they do puja for you, it might be good. Later on, it is all reverse. Everything is bad happening. So before that only, how do you judge such people?
Like if you know little bit shastras, or you are following particular tradition or particular guru, particular guru tradition or anything, then you can define easily. If the person is saying in 2 days I can, like suppose some person is facing some injury or something, so many things are happening with his life, and someone is saying I will do something which will escape all the problems in 2 days, that is not logically correct. You can understand by yourself, it is not logically correct. That means the person is saying that is not correct, he is wrong. So we can recognize this thing, but we need to think with open mind, because sometimes we are so stressed, so depressed, and we think just someone is saying and we just start believing on the person. So we have to be open mind, always vigilant.
Yeah, generally these people attack you when you are really weak, you don't know what to do.
When we are weak, we don't think much and we just go with the flow.
Correct. No, because this fourth shloka has come and I have gone through few things in my life and this was connected. So I just wanted to, get it clearly done.
Yeah, it happens with everyone actually. When we are in problem, we are in trouble, we think that how to escape, just we have one thought only, and that's why it happens.
Yes,
but that time that's why Swamiji and all always say, like if we are having any problem, that time also we have to be vigilant, and that is the supreme tapa, that is the real tapa.
Yeah, that is what he says. Have faith in me, I'll solve it. It's like that. We generally get overexcited and you start doing all things which is not required and you lose things later. Initially you feel good, but later you lose a lot of things.
Right.
Okay. Thank you, Didi. That was my question. Because I think all these are related to the gunas also. What kind of gunas you have, your environment and the karmas. Maybe what karmas you were there some way or the other way.
जी.
सरोज जी.
जय श्री कृष्ण दीदी.
जय श्री
दीदी
कृष्ण.
मतलब क्वेश्चन थोड़ा अलग है कि आपने कहा कि खाना तो जैसे प्याज और लहसुन ये सब खाने से भी हमारा तामसी में आता है क्या?
जी जी.
तो वैसे प्योर वेज है हम लोग, लेकिन थोड़ा सा प्याज का तरफ थोड़ा अट्रैक्शन है खाने का, टेस्ट का.
वो एक्चुअली रहता है, बहुत सारे लोगों में रहता है. वो नॉनवेज नहीं है प्याज, वो तामसिक है, तो वो नॉन वेजिटेरियन नहीं है. तो उसको धीरे धीरे कम करा जा सकता है. जैसे हफ्ते में, जैसे कुछ लोग ऐसे शुरू करते हैं कि
जैसे रहता है कि एक टाइम अगर मतलब पूरा सात्विक खा रहे तो दूसरे टाइम इच्छा होती है कि थोड़ा सा प्याज डाल के थोड़ा टेस्टी बन जाता है.
नहीं, वो होती ही है, वो स्वाभाविक है. तो उसको अभी जैसे हम लोगों ने एकदम ट्राई करते हैं कि बिल्कुल ना खाएं, लेकिन जैसे अभी स्टार्टिंग में आपसे नहीं हो रहा है तो थोड़ा थोड़ा कम कर सकते हैं कि दिन में एक बार लिया, उसके बाद हफ्ते में एक बार लिया, उसके बाद महीने में एक बार लेना शुरू किया, और प्रैक्टिस से फिर धीरे धीरे वैसा ही टेस्ट डेवलप हो जाता है. लाइक इफ यू विल गो टू अमेरिका, यू विल नॉट फाइंड ऑल द इंडियन फूड. but you have to develop your taste, and taste can be developed within 1 month or 2 months. It can be easily developed. So if once you have that, you have to avoid these things, tamasic things, and you want to develop new taste, it can be developed easily, but by practicing. So
और
slowly you can start avoiding.
एक बात और है कि जैसे मैं प्योर वेज हूँ, मेरा पूरा फैमिली प्योर वेज है, लेकिन मेरा बेटा नॉन वेज ही खाना पसंद करता है, तो ये क्या उसका मतलब पिछले जन्म से रिलेटेड होता है?
पिछले जन्म से भी रिलेटेड हो सकता है, और बचपन में हमें बहुत सारी बार मिला हुआ है, तो उसकी हैबिट की वजह से भी हो सकता है। दोनों रीजंस हो सकते हैं यहाँ पर।
नहीं, हम लोग तो जैसे खाते ही नहीं है, घर में भी नहीं बनता है कुछ भी।
So how he started, like उनको कैसे मिल गया बाहर से?
नहीं, वो उसको बाहर से जैसे मिला, फिर वो 4-5 साल ऑस्ट्रेलिया सिडनी में रहता था, तो वहाँ उसको पूरा टाइम खुला छूट भी मिल गया, और वैसा मतलब एनवायरनमेंट भी वैसा ही था कि घर में पकाना नहीं है, बाहर में नॉनवेज मिल रहा है, तो मतलब उसका ज्यादा मतलब उसमें ज्यादा मन करता है उसका नॉनवेज में।
वो दोनों रीजन भी हो सकते हैं, प्रीवियस लाइफ से भी रिलेटेड हो सकता है कि हाँ पहले पिछले जन्म में कुछ ऐसी जगह पर जहाँ पर बहुत नॉनवेज था, वैसी जगह पे उनका पालन पोषण हुआ है, और इस जन्म में भी हो सकता है कि 4-5 साल बाहर रहे, वहां पर इतनी सुविधा नहीं थी, तो उनको स्टार्टिंग मजबूरी में खाना पड़ा, उसके बाद टेस्ट वैसा ही हो गया, अच्छा लगने लगा, तो अट्रैक्शन हो गया। तो वो दोनों रीजन हो सकते हैं।
ओके, थैंक यू दीदी, बस यही पूछना था
जी। जय श्री कृष्ण।
केदारी जी।
जय श्री कृष्ण अंडी।
जय श्री कृष्ण।
मैडम, आप एक्सप्लेन्ड इन लेंथ अबाउट शास्त्र,
सॉरी,
शास्त्र के बारे में, शास्त्र,
हाँ
शास्त्र,
जी
शास्त्र के बारे में, शास्त्र के बारे में आप इन लेंथ और एक्सप्लेन्ड। पीपल हु नोस अबाउट शास्त्र, they will do accordingly shastra, what they written in shastras, but people unknowingly if they do, for example, as in shastra, people say that some days hair cutting nahi kalena, just like in Lakshmi Bar Friday or something. Whenever I get hair cutting on the day and came to my house, मेरा बीबी चिल्लाते, अरे इतना बड़ा हो गया, आपको नहीं मालूम है फ्राइडे नहीं करना बोल के चिल्लाते। I will become fainted. If we did it unknowingly, what will be the result?
लाइक यहाँ पे दो बातें हैं, ऐसा आशु भाई आपसे भी कई लोगों ने पूछा, तो उन्होंने बताया कि ऐसा कुछ जगह पर जहाँ पे मानते हैं, ट्रेडिशन चला आ रहा है काफी लंबे समय से, तो मान लेना चाहिए हमें। मतलब हम पहले से सोच सकते हैं कि आज थर्सडे है या आज ये डे है, हम इसमें हेयर कट ना करें, लेकिन ये अगर कहीं पर नहीं भी माना जा रहा है तो वो उसका इतना रॉन्ग इम्पैक्ट नहीं होता है, क्योंकि देश काल और परिस्थिति के हिसाब से चीजें बदलती हैं। अभी जो सोशल जो भी एटमॉस्फेयर है और जो उस टाइम सोशल एटमॉस्फेयर था उसमें बहुत चेंजेस आए हैं, तो वो जो भी इकोनॉमिक की हमारी सिचुएशन रही हो या फिर उसको देखते हुए वहाँ पर रूल्स डेवलप किए गए थे, मान लीजिए मनुस्मृति आदि स्मृतियों में, और अभी वो चेंज हो गया है काफी कुछ, तो एटमॉस्फेयर के हिसाब से चेंज हो सकते हैं। लेकिन अगर आपके घर में कोई कहता है बार बार, तो आप उसको अवॉइड भी कर सकते हैं, मतलब उसमें कोई गलत बात नहीं है।
हाँ, एक चीज पकड़ के वो शास्त्र में हर एक चीज लिखता, मगर समटाइम्स इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल।
शास्त्र भी क्या अलग अलग मान लीजिए हैं, धर्मशास्त्र हैं, पुराण हैं, कुछ स्मृति हैं, कुछ लोक से चली आ रही चीजें, परंपराएं हैं हमारे आसपास के एरिया वाइज भी। मान लीजिए शास्त्र तो एक ही है हर जगह, लेकिन कुछ चीजें हम साउथ इंडिया में मानते हैं, उसका अपोजिट हम नॉर्थ इंडिया में मानते हैं, ऐसा भी होता है। तो वो चीजें स्थान के हिसाब से और सारी चीजों के हिसाब से बदल जाती हैं। तो आपको अपने ट्रेडिशन को देखना चाहिए और आपके आसपास कैसा एटमॉस्फेयर है उसके अकॉर्डिंग चलना चाहिए, क्योंकि हम सोसाइटी से अलग जाके कुछ नहीं कर सकते। अगर आप जहाँ रहते हैं वहाँ का कल्चर आपको जो ज्यादा फोर्स करता है वैसा करना चाहिए। इन सब चीजों के लिए, नॉट फॉर एवरीथिंग, पर ये जैसे हेयर कट हो गया और इस तरह की चीजें हैं.
कुछ do unknowingly, is the mistake it is?
Sorry?
If you do unknowingly against this shastras, वो मिस्टेक होता वो?
मिस्टेक नहीं है ये.
If you do things unknowingly,
नहीं नहीं मिस्टेक नहीं है. अगर आप if you don't know and then you are doing some mistakes or you are doing something which is not correct in the shastras, that is not mistake because you don't know. But the thing is you should have faith what you are doing. So if it is not it is written, it is wrong according to shastras, but still you are doing and you don't know while doing this thing, that is not wrong. That's why Arjuna asked in first shloka, like the people who don't know shastra but they are doing some things according to their faith, is it good or not? So God is saying it is good with the shraddha. If the person is performing something without knowing shastra, that is good, but shraddha is major factor.
Important. Shraddha is important. Shraddha important.
Shraddha is important.
Important. Okay, Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
प्रियंका जी,
Jai Shri Krishna ji. I have a question. कि हम लोग जैसे सुन रहे हैं कि पिछले कर्मों का फल हमें इस जन्म में मिलता है, तो how can we improve our karma in this जन्म?
In this
हम लोग
life, हाँ.
कैसे इस जन्म में, जैसे हम लोग सुन रहे हैं कि पिछले जन्मों का जो हम करे हैं उनका फल हमको भोगना ही है, लेकिन शायद इस जन्म में हम लोग कुछ गुड कर्म कर रहे हैं, लेकिन उसके बावजूद भी हम लोगों का वो बट कर्म हमको पीछा नहीं छोड़ रहा है, तो हाउ कैन वी इम्प्रूव आवर गुड कर्म इन दिस जन्म?
Correct. So
this
like
life.
it is little tough to change our karmas completely, but still we can improve by involving in social like in all the seva karya, like in Geeta Parivar also we have, when we say that the volunteers are not the volunteers or they are not doing any work for the Geeta Parivar, but they are doing as a sadhana. So this is they are doing to improve their karma. So if they will think while doing this all this Geeta Parivar work as they are not taking it as sadhana, but they are doing as like they are doing something for Geeta Parivar, or they are doing something for the particular person or Swamiji, something. So then it is not sadhana, it is seva. They will get some punya, but it is not sadhana. Sadhana is when we are doing selflessly. We are not thinking that I am doing something for some other person or some other organization or some other people. I am doing just for my mind, like just for my mind purification. So that can improve our karma. So when we are doing some work without selfish motive, we are doing upasana. Upasana is also the way to just get purified your mind. So when we do the certain upasana, daily puja rituals, we should perform Sandhya Vandan, we should do as a grahast, we should do all these things, some vratas, ekadashi upavas, and some fast, navratri upavas, and we have different festivals. So we should follow our tradition, and also we should try to involve something with some things selflessly, where we don't have any selfish motive, and also we should not think that we are doing something for others. It is not seva, it is sadhana. When we have this bhavna, slowly we can improve our karma.
Okay, Didi. Thank you very
Just
much.
try to do what you think this is right. Entire day, like they think that they know like what is correct, but still they start doing something which is not correct. So that time we have to do what is correct and what we are thinking that this is correct.
बट जब हम लोग कोई करेक्ट काम करना चाहते हैं लेकिन उसमें बहुत सारे दिक्कत आते हैं ये मतलब ऑब्स्टैकल्स जो हमारे में आते हैं एंड समटाइम्स ये होता है कि वो कार्य सही है लेकिन इतने सारा ऑब्स्टैकल्स हमारे पाथ में आ जाता है कि हम लोग वो कर नहीं पाते। अगर वो देखते हैं कि वो सही है तो फिर वो सोचकर सही काम हम लोग अगर नहीं कर रहे हैं कि वो हमारा कर्म को इफेक्ट कर रहा है।
यस एक्चुअली जो जो ऑब्स्टेकल आपकी लाइफ में आ रहे हैं अच्छे कामों के लिए उसको फेस करना ही तप कहलाता है। और जितना जितना हम फेस करते जाते हैं उतना उतना तप से हमारे जो भी पाप हैं, सिंस हैं प्रीवियस लाइफ के, वो वैनिश होते जाते हैं और हमारे कर्म शुद्ध हो जाते हैं। लेकिन जितने जितने हम वो तप नहीं कर पाते हैं हम वहीं पर रह जाते हैं, हम आगे नहीं बढ़ पाते हैं। वो गलत नहीं होगा। अगर आपने कुछ बहुत प्रॉब्लम आ गई है और आज आपको पूजा करनी है, सपोज बहुत छोटा सा एग्जांपल है, सुबह की पूजा आप रोज करती हैं लेकिन अभी इमरजेंसी है तो आप सुबह की पूजा नहीं कर पा रही हैं। अब वो इमरजेंसी किस तरह की है, पड़ोस में, आपके नेबर में किसी को कुछ बहुत इमरजेंसी आ गई है तो आपको उस व्यक्ति के पास ही जाना है, तो वो तो जेन्युइन हो गया। लेकिन कई बार ऐसी भी इमरजेंसीज होती हैं जो इतनी जेन्युइन नहीं है लेकिन फिर भी हम पूजा छोड़ देते हैं, हम उसको नहीं, वो उसको फेस नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, तो वहां पर हमें पाप नहीं लगेगा लेकिन हम वहीं पर रह जाएंगे जहाँ खड़े हैं। अगर आगे बढ़ना है तो वो ऑब्स्टेकल या जो भी प्रॉब्लम है उसको फेस करके आगे बढ़ना पड़ेगा, उसको फेस किए बिना हम आगे नहीं बढ़ सकते हैं।
अच्छा, मतलब वो डेली पूजा करना वो हम लोगों का एक आराधना के मतलब हम लोग का कर्मा शुद्धिकरण के काम में लगता है।
जी जी,
मतलब जैसे डेली पूजा और साधना उपासना जैसे आपने बोला तो
जी
मतलब हमारे कर्मा के शुद्धिकरण के तरह से लगता है।
जी, अगर हम उसको सेल्फलेसली कर रहे हैं। अब डेली पूजा में भी बहुत सारी लिस्ट हमारे पास है, हमें ये भी चाहिए, ये भी चाहिए, और एक एक श्लोक हम गीता का पढ़ रहे हैं और एक एक विश मांगते जा रहे हैं, तो वो नहीं होगा। लेकिन हमारे पास कोई भी इच्छाएं नहीं है, विशेष ज्यादा नहीं है, और हम सेल्फलेसली पूजा कर रहे हैं बिकॉज दिस इज माई ड्यूटी एज अ गृहस्थ, एज अ हाउस होल्डर, आई शुड परफॉर्म सम रिचुअल्स डेली। एंड जब इस भावना से करते हैं तो वो हमारा तप हो जाता है, उससे हमारी चित्त शुद्धि होती है।
ओके दीदी, धन्यवाद, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका।
रेणु जी,
रेणु जी, you have to unmute your mic. जी रेणु जी,
हाँ जी,
you want to say something?
जी मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि जैसे ये तामसिक और सात्विक अन्न की बात चल रही थी, परिवार में ऐसी परिस्थितियां होती कि सपोज मैं चाहती हूँ कि घर में सात्विक भोजन का ही चलन हो, लेकिन कुछ परिस्थितियां ऐसी हैं कि नहीं हो पा रहा है। मतलब कुछ जरूरी भी है, कुछ चीजें लेना घर के सदस्यों के लिए जरूरी है, तो ऐसी स्थिति में आप क्या एडवाइस करते हैं? क्या करें मनुष्य ऐसी स्थिति में?
जितना पॉसिबल है, जैसे मान लीजिए आपको जरूरत नहीं है, आपके
हाँ
घर
जी,
में किसी को जरूरत है, तो
हाँ जी,
उसके लिए हम अलग बना सकते हैं और आपके लिए अलग बना सकते हैं इफ
हाँ
पॉसिबल।
हाँ
लेकिन अगर आपको लगता है कि पॉसिबल नहीं है तो हमको फिर मजबूरी में करना ही पड़ता है, उसमें कोई दूसरा रास्ता नहीं है। लेकिन अगर हमें कहीं भी लगता है कि थोड़ा भी पॉसिबल है कि हम कुछ अलग से अपने लिए बना सकते हैं और उनके लिए अलग, तो वैसा कर लेना चाहिए अगर ये पॉसिबल हो सकता है तो।
ऐसा तो मतलब कर ही लेते हैं ऐसा, बट स्टिल मन में रहता है कि नहीं, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए, तो कुछ
नहीं,
अंदर
लेकिन
कुछ
जब इस तरह की मजबूरी है, कोई नीड है, कुछ
हाँ
पर्टिकुलर
हाँ,
कुछ प्रॉब्लम है,
मतलब उसी
तो
के
उसमें मन में
कारण
रहता भी है। हाँ, मन में रहता है और रहना भी चाहिए, वो अच्छा पॉजिटिव साइन है कि आपके मन में आता है ये, जब आप ऐसा कुछ कर रहे हैं, लेकिन फिर भी अगर वो नीड है तो उसको करना ही पड़ता है फिर, क्योंकि हम दवाइयाँ भी लेते हैं और
जी जी, ऐसा ही कुछ है कि कुछ करना भी जरूरी है, मतलब घर के सदस्यों के लिए कुछ चीजें जरूरी है जिसको अवॉइड नहीं कर सकते हैं।
हाँ, जो अवॉइड नहीं कर सकते हैं वो तो हमें करना ही होता है, जो अवॉइड कर सकते हैं उसमें हम
हाँ, जितना कर सकते हैं उतना करना चाहिए।
हाँ, बस इसमें ट्राई करना चाहिए कि ज्यादा से ज्यादा कैसे कर पाए।
जी जी, थैंक यू, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
जय श्री कृष्ण।
That was awesome. Kavita Diti, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you. Your answers were very good. You explained about seva, sadhana, and tapas with examples, and the answers were very practical and very doable. So thank you for the wonderful answers. And now, on behalf of Geeta Parivar and myself, I extend sincere thanks to the technical team and all those who have been at the backstage for their relentless and efficient efforts in making the session a great success. May I take this opportunity to thank all those who attended this session. Please do continue your Geeta sadhana and attend these sessions to enrich your spiritual knowledge. As you are in L2, please try to be a Geeta Sevi and offer your seva to our Geeta Parivar. Now, I request Bhavani Dhamineni ji, from Hyderabad for the Samapan Pratna. She's a postgraduate in social work and diploma holder in nutrition and dietetics. She was a child development project officer in Integrated Tribal Development Authority and took VRS from that. She loves to read books and now is serving as a co-trainer in L4 and L1. She joined Geeta Parivar in January 2021. Didi, please come forward for the Samapan Pratna.
जय श्री कृष्ण। योगेशो सच्चिदानन्दं वासुदेवं व्रजप्रियं धर्मसंस्थापकं वीरं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। जय श्री कृष्ण।
Thank you, Didi, for that wonderful, sweet prayer. On behalf of Geeta Parivar and myself, I extend sincere thanks to the technical team and all those who have been at the backstage for their relentless and efficient efforts in making the session a great success. Now, thank you. May the knowledge gained today make our week ahead brighter and more beautiful. We shall see you back on another enlightening session next week.